Robbie, when I think of these allegations against Kevin Spacey, I go back through all of the movies that I've seen starring Kevin Spacey, and it just it kind of makes me nauseous, right? Because he played some characters that were so predatory, right?
Right. And in the past, in Hollywood, there was a distinction between talent and a person's private life and behavior. And now actors and producers no longer have that luxury where they can behave in a way that is unethical or illegal and it not taint their image or their future work possibilities, because the world of boundaries has changed and has become more porous. So we can no longer rely on these boundaries that protected people and enabled them to behave in a very primitive way.
Robbie, what people always said about Corey Feldman was, you know, he was a drug addict. He was addicted to drugs. Why should we believe him? Even now, he's trying to raise this $10 million to make a movie about his personal story. And he says he needs that much money for protection and to make the movie. And they're still dissing him. What should we make of that?
Well, it probably has to do with the messenger, right? So Corey explains, and you can feel for him. He's almost holding himself as he's talking to you, trying to keep himself safe. He had been damaged. He was somebody who was powerless in the business. And something about his presentation made it easier for the public to dismiss his message. When the truth of the matter is, it is not so uncommon for victims of sexual abuse and sexual rape, especially when they're children, to engage in drug addict behaviors because they're trying to erase the pain. But I think the problem was the way in which Corey shared his message at a time when people weren't willing to listen to the message. And now there is a cultural shift going on, and there's a different readiness factor. And the boundaries that once existed no longer exist. So that the people who behave badly, once they are exposed, then they are damaged goods. And so the person who is the victim now has much more power in outing the victimizers.